I was 7, my mom used to make me hold the wheel while she lit her cigarettes, right? And like, she wouldn't even pass me one. Talk about mind games, you know what I mean?
I come from quite an uptight family. My dad grew up in a working class part of Manchester called Manchester. And he and I were quite different. He's massively into his sports, whereas I'm a pre-Raphaelite Viking. There's not a huge crossover between those demographics. What we need, I think, is like a psychic medium who makes contact with working class dads. You know, they're not dead, outwardly. They just need somebody to make contact with them. So if you've got a working class dad, I'll come into your house and I'll just make contact. I'll be like, oh, he's there, he's coming through. It's your dad. And he's saying he loves you. Not with words or facial expressions, but he's standing right there with one eye on the football. And I can see him there, and he's got a message for you. He's saying, if you're down here, why is the light on upstairs? Does that mean anything? Okay. And that's it. He's leaving us, and he's gone. But he wants you to know he's in a good place, which is the bookies.
I was raised by liberal parents. I never had a chance. And I know everyone thinks being raised by liberal parents is the dream, but the reality, it's not easy for us. It's not a fun childhood. Like, when I was little, in our summer holidays, I didn't go to Disney, I didn't go to the beach, I didn't go to Alicante. I went to museums and historical sites of interest. Like, my space mountain was the Kobe earthquake simulator at London's Natural History Museum, and that is not as banter as everyone thinks. I went to 5 death camps by the age of 10.
At 8 years old, my mother took me into a church. 8 years old I was, they gave me the wafer to eat, the body of Christ. I threw it up immediately. My mum swears blind that was the first moment she knew I was a lesbian. She said, and I quote, if it was the body of Christine, you would have gobbled it right up.
Now, the thing you need to know about my Jamaican cousin is he's very Jamaican, yeah? He's so Jamaican, he's almost like a fictional character. Like, if you're having trouble imagining it, he's like... Imagine if Vybz Kartel had a baby with Sebastian the Crab. That's my cousin, man. And for some reason, especially around carnival time, women are just very susceptible to anything my cousin has to say. It's the accent. They love it. They love it, man. And it happened. We were there, we were at carnival, chilling by the side. My cousin, she's this woman he likes. He goes up, well, he doesn't walk, he actually starts whining towards her. I told you, he's very Jamaican, man. He taps her on the shoulder, and this is almost exactly what he said. He said, big batty girl. You look round and sweet like cake. Put your number in the blood clot phone. She's like, oh my God. Are you Jamaican? This is me. Lucy, well, you want me to... Want me to put my number in the bumper clot? Yeah, like... She does it, man. Gives her a number, national insurance, everything, man, everything. And he walks back, he's all smug. Well, actually, before he walks back, he says something. He should have just stopped there, but he didn't. He looks her up and down, he says, we can't wait for you to ripe on the cocky. Now, I don't know if that's sexual assault. I don't know, right? But it's a lot to say to a stranger. It is. And he walks back, he goes to us, he says, see, you British people, you're too passive. Women like it when you're direct. No, they don't. They don't. Because if I said that, I'd get slapped in the face, right?
I don't mind people making fun of my name. I do mind that the person who makes fun of my name the most is my dad, right? He's called John, and seemingly only gave me the name so he could roast me for the rest of his life. You know, if I ever get lippy to him, be like, oh, I'm sorry, Lord Horatio. Is there not to your pleasing, you know? Someone calls my name in public, or just laugh to himself like a prick, you know? Calls me fellatio in front of my friends, all right? This is child abuse. But my dad's a very strange man. He's like this sort of like East End wheeler dealer, but he's recently found this sort of new age spirituality, but refuses to change his old personality. So now he's this sort of jarring mess of different people, where he very sincerely says things like, son, only don't align their chakras, all right? Or he storms out his room furious, like, who f***ed up the feng shui in my room? Which one of you f***ers was it? It's like if Guy Ritchie directed Eat, Pray, Love. It is... Genuinely, my dad's two biggest heroes in life are the Buddha and Margaret Thatcher. Those are his big two. He believes in the love of all things and the free market's right to self-regulate. He's a tough hand.
My family have been stressing me, specifically my grandma. My grandma is a very dramatic woman, but in the weirdest way, she's also like the most supportive person in my life. Because even when I told my grandma that I was a comedian, I promise you, she genuinely just thought I was a professional clown, right? But she was so happy for me. She was so excited. She was like, you get to wear the big red shoes? I was like... It's not a part of the uniform, you know? But my grandma has shown me that in times of trouble, you know, she's the only one that I can depend on. And I learned that a couple months ago when I got robbed, you know. Usually people do care at that point. Thank you, that one person. People tend to show empathy. I'm gonna do it again, I'll cue it up, you guys remember next time, because I got robbed a couple months ago. Stop, guys, don't patronize me, right? So I got robbed because I live in this fantastic place called Croydon. Right? You weren't meant to laugh. I don't think that was part of the joke. And I was standing at the bus stop, right? And this absolute cunt, right, just zoomed past me, took my phone out of my hand, and he was gone. Right? And it happened so quickly, I didn't even realise what happened until my AirPods went doo-doo. I said, yeah? Yeah, he's gone, right? And when I went home and I told my family, I realised that one half of them were absolutely useless. Because when I told my auntie what happened, she said, but why didn't you just say no? And I need you to understand that it took absolutely everything in me not to kick this woman down the stairs, right? But when I told my grandma what happened, my grandma jumped up. Mind you, my grandma is 86 years old, partially deaf, almost completely blind. As in, I can walk into her room and pretend to be her thoughts, right? That's the kind of vibe that... I told my grandma, right? My grandma grabbed her walker, she swung it in the air. She said, me, I gotta kill him. I was like, whoa, top girl, calm down. And then honestly, I was like, Gran, we're Christian, we don't deal with violence, you know? And she was like, well, sometimes you have to just close your Bible, you know?
I'm 26, I still live at home. I live there with my mum and her partner, Nick. Nick's got a daughter, right? He says his daughter's proof he's a feminist. Because he named her Emmeline, after Emmeline Pankhurst, leader of the suffragette movement. Her mum wanted to call her something different, but Nick wouldn't let her. He's got a lot of tattoos, Nick. He's absolutely covered in tattoos, right? My mum, she's gone and got her first tattoo. She's got an owl. Why? It's her body, her choice, I guess, but she keeps going on about it. Oh, I'm so happy with my owl. The thing I like about it so much is I didn't get it for anyone else, I got it for me. I don't even care what Nick thinks of the owl. The owl's not for Nick, it's for me. The owl is on her back. How is that for her? How is she looking at that? What is she? An owl? She's the same age as me, Nick's daughter. That's annoying. We're always getting compared to each other. We're just good at different things, you know? She's good at passing exams and earning money, and I'm good at making this noise. Very good. What's the point in owning a house if you can't do this in it? Whoa! I'm a disappointment.
My parents were divorced when I was growing up, and they got divorced when I was 1, so I don't really remember it, because I was on mushrooms. And And yeah, I lived with my mom after the divorce, right? Which was weird because Dad was actually the more stable adult, right? Like, he sometimes drove drunk, but he was like really good at it. You know what I mean? And as for Mom, mental illness runs in her side of the family. Yeah, so does being hilarious. And they tend to go hand in hand, right? So, like, I might be in trouble. Some of you are like, nope, you're fine. Yeah, Mom apparently always struggled with that, like from childhood, right? But like it was the 70s, so no one knew what that was yet. They were just like, oh, you know her, she's a free spirit, okay? Or as the doctors later described it, bipolar, okay? Yeah, you literally can't leave. You have to watch the rest of my set. Yeah, I don't know. When I was 14, right, my house burned down, okay? Spoiler, I made it out alive, okay? Don't worry. But I did get injured from it, right? I got burned, and I had very intense smoke inhalation. Some of it from the house fire. Hey-o. Okay. All right. Yeah, so not a typical upbringing, do you know what I mean? But you never think how you're growing up is abnormal while you're in it, though, right? Like, I remember growing up in high school, people who had normal parents would tend to complain about them quite a lot, which I found interesting, right? Like, I remember I said to a friend in high school, like, my mom's crazy. She'd be like, oh my God, I know what you mean. Like yesterday, when I wasn't home, my mom went into my room and cleaned it. And I'd be like, yeah, exactly. Like when I was 7, my mom used to make me hold the wheel while she lit her cigarettes, right? And like, she wouldn't even pass me one. Talk about mind games, you know what I mean?